All right, guys, there's a reality of life, and that's we get hurt. People get hurt all the time in life, and men especially. Now, if it was a physical hurt, we could handle that. You know, men get cuts, we get into battles, war, all that stuff, that's normal. But it's the emotional hurts that really come at us as men. You see, sometimes those emotional hurts really hit us and they change the way we live. They change everything that we do. You see, all men have been hurt. Now, some have been little hurt, some have been big hurt. If your wife leaves you, that's a big hurt. If you have tragedy in your life, that's a big hurt. And those emotional hurts for men, they're the hardest ones for us to overcome. A lot of guys, when they get emotionally hurt, they just kind of check out of life. They do this and they just kind of give up on the freedom that comes from them living their full potential. They accept kind of a second-class life. And why is that? Because they start second-guessing everything they do. And so they accept a life that may feel easier because they think, I won't get hurt. So they don't put themselves out there. And they're missing a big part of who and what they could be in life. Some hurts are small, like we talked about, but some are big. Some guys have dealt with bullying, rejection. They've had business failures and other things like that. And I'm not saying we go out looking for hurts, but the truth is we've got to deal with our hurts. We've got to learn how to take our hurts and process them. Now you say, what is processing? Well, processing is learning from our hurts and keeping yourself from being controlled by them. Keeping your hurt from owning you, where you recognize, okay, that hurt, it was painful, but you don't let it win. If we don't process our hurts, then it's going to really hurt us. Have you ever had like a little cut on your finger? I've gotten them sometimes, and you never realize how much you use that little finger until you get a cut on it. Well, that's our hurts in our life. We don't think they're going to hurt us, but they hurt everything that we do. And that's why we need to process them. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I'm not saying that it's going to be something you can just get over. Big pain, especially big pain, you've got to process through it, and you're probably going to need some help. And I recommend getting some help. Get someone who can help you with counseling or coaching or just someone you can talk with about it. Because when you get help, that's how you find freedom. Now you say, well, what does that look like? Well, it looks like you becoming a man who can live to your full potential. When you carry hurts, when you carry those around with you, you're not going to live to your full potential. You're going to live less than what you could live. I've seen it. I've seen men who've been hurt by women, and so they stay, okay, I'm never going to have a deep relationship again. I get hurt. So they live a hookup culture, and they go out and have sex with a bunch of women, but it doesn't really satisfy them. Why? Because they're living less than what they could be living. I've seen guys get hurt to where they just become cynics. They just become cynical about everything they do and everyone they're around. And all they want to do is spread their cynicism to everybody else. As men, our full potential is something we have to fight for. Now, how do we fight for it? We deal with our hurts. It's time for you to process through your hurts. Get some help. Don't try and go alone, because when you begin to process them and work through them, you're going to find a freedom that you've never had.